So welcome to the Pick a Pile tarot reading of the solstice, the winter solstice. We have 3 piles, as you can see. Let me move this out of the way. Sorry, it's for my drums. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pretty self-explanatory. Just pick a number that, or the pile that you feel connected to. I just want to mention quickly that if you are catching this anywhere but on the live stream that is going on right now on December 21st, you can always catch us live if you follow Soul Made Healing. Made as in M-A-I-D, an actual maid. And if you put it in the search engine, has 3 separate words, it pops up pretty fast. And you can follow us, Twitch, DLive, YouTube, unless we have a strike. We seem to collect them sometimes without knowing how exactly. And since there are no live people to talk to, you never know exactly. It's the charm of some platforms. But you can find us on the other ones. So feel free to join us in whichever way you feel comfortable with. We're all happy no matter what. And we are going to start. I'm going to try and write down the times again, even though it doesn't always work when I actually transfer it, you know. All right, so you should have chosen by now, hopefully. I'm gonna move pile 3 and pile 2 because we don't need them right now. And we're going to start with pile number 1. All right, so I'll put it right there. So we have the messages from the universe there. We'll read that last. All right. So this is love readings. I guess I should put them like that. They're really pretty, these cards. I'm using them a little differently. Usually you can put 3 and 4. The 4th is sort of like the overall. I'm just doing 3 because that will be the overall. And I'm doing them to see how they pair with these guys. So anyway, let's turn them. I just wanted to show you the pretty art. This is pretty interesting. So you have love, the Queen of Earth, and the Moon. And it just gives us the 3 things that you should really focus on right now. Because these are the good tarot, I like their messages. I like to share their messages. But basically, when we look at the cards above, they're saying the number 6, the number of love is, yes, it's love, but it's also choice. And that's what I see here. I see someone who has to choose to go more with the flow, right? And someone who is very determined and is now looking ahead. But if you notice in all cards, none of them is looking toward each other. So they're all like on their own path. So that's what they're asked to do here, is also to come together and learn to work as a whole. It's also interesting because it's the number 6 and then it ends with the 18, which turns out to be 9, so it's 69. So it's the cycle of life, and then it repeats this message. Well, the moon is about learning also to accept your dark side. You know, with the light, there must be darkness, and so forth. And so when you see the messages of the cards above, the first one says, Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. And this can also go not just for romantic love, okay? So you don't have to be in love to take messages out of this. And then the second card says, emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. And Earth is very slow at, moving through things. So, and also it's resistant to change. So you see, I was looking at the moon, a water sign. It's very much, I think in the unconscious of who chose this reading also, there's a lot of, there are people who are stuck in their head a lot, those of you who chose this. And you're not quite aware of that. And being also very earthy, you have a hard time letting go of things, maybe, and moving through whatever problem you may face. And then it says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you will be surprised where it leads. Which is very much, the message of the other cards underneath here. But you're also very caring, loving, astute, intelligent, and very, very down-to-earth and reliable. And probably someone who likes the good life as well. So their little message here is oneness, That's how you get through this issue of feeling like you want to criticize someone else, maybe. In all of life, there is only the illusion of separation. In fact, we are all reflections of one another. When I make choices, I tend to see things as either or. What if every choice I make is about an experience, a sharing and an exploring? When I choose to see the unity in all things, magic abounds. Love is all around me, Spirit loves me unconditionally, and I can give and receive abundant love. So that's the first message. Because, when you criticize one another, you're not sharing your love, right? It's not really, it's normal behavior. If you never do that kind of stuff, you're not even human, I think, right? What are you, a spirit? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd rather be a spirit many times, but a lot less drama. Queen of Earth. So she's practical and grounded, trustworthy, earthy, resourceful, a gardener who tends to what has been planted. So this is how you can, what you can say and how you can get over whatever it is that it's your blockage maybe. I am committed, down to earth, and clear about my goals. I am honest as I work with others to keep it real and be true to what we're doing and the challenges before us. I use all my resources wisely, whether they are finances, opportunities, or people willing to help me in my endeavors. It's going with the flow. You see how it's basically saying there's so many ways that you can look at it, really. But in reality, many messages are very clear. It's pretty much the same. Many messages, I mean here. It keeps coming back to the same thing. And then, of course, you have the moon. So the message here is, I may not see the workings of spirit in the invisible realms, but I know there is great activity behind the scenes. It's important to trust the mystery and remember that the material realm is an illusion. Current conditions are not necessarily a reflection of the truth of what's really going on in the present. Great opportunities lie in the shadows, awaiting the perfect time for illumination. So, that's the messages there. And the universe is saying, dear you, there is only one you, and you have a unique place in the universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic. And that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want. Now is not the time to conform to other people's standards, or expectations. Be proud of who you are and be courageous. Stand tall in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and will only lead you to success and ultimately happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have. Choose what your heart wants. And know that your purpose is yours alone. No one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. Love you always and forever. I always like to say forever. Well, that's pretty good. So I think the message here is pretty clear. Sorry, I'll mute it for a moment. Alright, so here we are. This is pile number 2. I'm very sorry, my dog is very rowdy right now. Alright, so we have the good tarot cards at the bottom, and then we have the love cards at the top here. I just wanted to show you the pretty images. Alright, so what I see here is someone who has been going through some kind of a heartache, a change. This could also be a change at work, or anywhere else in your life, but most likely it's a heartbreak. And it seems that this person has come to a place where there is a need to take a decision and they're not quite sure what to do next. So the question here is, are you aware that everything is happening for a very specific reason? Nothing happens just out of, chance. And so whatever has been happening in your life up until now and moving forward, it's always going to be because there is something there for you to learn. And the synchronicity right now is really strong in your life. So actually, whatever has happened to you, even if it may seem like horrible, it's because you're not looking at the messengers that are there for you, looking over you and protecting you and guiding you where you need to go. You're not realizing that in that loss, in reality, you gain so much more than you could ever gain if you didn't have that loss. That loss, I think, most likely prevented you from getting something far, far worse. So let's see what the ones above say, just out of curiosity there. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. True. So it kind of goes with the Eight of Fire. Everything is coming in synchronicity, so just go with the flow. And then it says, wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Yeah, don't try and get rid of the pain so fast, because often in the pain is when you understand the most things. And then when you feel the pain, you get really to see what's going on, and then you can move forward because you can work through whatever the real problem is. And reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So I think a lot of you maybe have temporarily broken up or something, but see how they look at each other? It's not over, and it's also a reminder that you need to look at the reality of things, and you need to look at how you truly feel. That's the only way you can let go of your pain, if you look at how you really feel about things. If you don't look at how you feel for real, then you're not gonna be able to move ahead. And you need to be a little creative the way you go around it as well. Stop thinking in terms of what you're gaining and stuff. It's not about what you're gaining here. It's about working with others. It's about finding the balance. That's what you're lacking. You're lacking a balance inside of you. You're no longer in that happy, balance where you can be the best you can be, and take chances at the right time and listen to the wind and take the right decision on the fly, because that's how you do it when you live in the moment, right? But living consciously in the moment, not unconsciously. So gathering momentum, celebrating swift changes, travel, transformation. This is what the tarot, the good tarot cards say as their positive message. Momentum is building, as the power of spirit serves to power this transformation. I am traveling to new territories, and I am eager to experience all that these lands have to offer. I have arrived at my destination, and now the adventure of discovery is energizing me. Yeah, like you're going through change, that's for sure. And it doesn't have to be even a heartbreak. The Three of Air sometimes is just simply the end of a cycle and the start of a new one, it's how it works. We keep carrying on, right? One way or the other. Then you have the Three of Air, silver linings, natural departures. Rejection is God's protection. A third party helps me to see the truth of this situation. What is truly mine can never be withheld from me. Rejection is spirit's protection. It's in my best interest to let go and allow for something better to take its place. It is my highest good to see the truth regardless of my temporary discomfort. This too shall pass. Yes, indeed. And then you have the number 2, stalemate, uncertainty, considering options. Time to take a break to consider my options and think about things. There is no need to rush forward. The perfect answer for the highest good will come to me if I take my time and remain in a peaceful state of mind. And that's why I'm not going to draw another card to see what's coming, because I think you all need to ponder on that and find a place of peace, okay? Don't rush into it. Allow for things to come to you at the right time. Let's see what the universe says in this postcard. Dearest you, do you ever wonder whether your ideas and inspiration might be coming through your soul rather than generated from your mind alone? Well, only morons think it comes from their mind alone. We are here to tell you we're always whispering in your ear about your highest good. We are conduits for spirit, letting you know you are a living channel for this awesome co-creative energy. When you're feeling inspired, it means you heard us. Inspiration means spirit is breathing through you. Inspiration needs your human passion to keep it going, so you can make a difference in the world. So keep moving on what inspires you. Sorry, I always have to screw up at some point. Let yourself be led into new experiences and know that this is why you are on earth. Your purpose is to discover your spirited nature and to bring forth through your efforts whatever is meant to be. Wondrous miracles have a way of showing up when you let inspiration propel you forward. You are so loved. Yeah, like see art, right? There's lots of, I think a lot of you are maybe starting out in a new field, and that's why. It's good to feel that way. It's very unsettling, but if you just start tapping and get out of your head and do some heart coherence, and some tapping, you will be able to get out of that and actually use it to your advantage. So just a little thing, that I like to put out there. And if you go on my website that I shared above there, you can also find the free EFT course that is on there. All right, so now it's the number 3 there. I'm just jotting down the numbers, and I'm gonna take a swig of water first. Sorry guys, I need to drink. I'm a goofball. All right, let's do this, guys. See what's going on here. It's funny. Okay, I should put these guys like this, sorry, first of all. They're just pretty, these love cards. So we're doing a 3-card reading, what you need to focus on. It's a love reading. It's not just romantic love. I just want to say that. I said it to the other piles. So let's see what they say. I was just showing you the pretty drawings there. They're so cute. You know? All right, so what I see here is someone who is either very spiritual or who has learned to have a spiritual practice, a regular spiritual practice, or someone who needs to look at having a regular spiritual practice. And this person may still be alone, single, looking for someone. I think there's someone here who is secretly admiring you. And I do see water there. It's like, it's obvious. And there is a passion there. And I think a part of you is aware that you have that secret admirer, but a part of you is not. And you're kind of at the point where it's going to come soon into existence, this relationship. So it's coming for you. And you'll enjoy it. The sun makes everything nicer and better. So you're gonna have a good relationship with this person who is very caring and sensitive, and you like that about them. And you're very much warm and more of a selfish person, maybe in comparison, more about yourself, but that's because it's your nature. But you're very solid and you're caring as a person. So this partner could be an empath. It could be a friend as well, someone close to you. So it doesn't have to be romantic love. And the love cards say freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So it's with the priest. The priest is about rules and regulations and stuff, but sometimes the last one is to learn to be a little more loose, and go with the flow, less rigid. But the priest is also very caring, and it's really more about establishing routines in, habits and stuff. So sometimes they tend to struggle with feeling free. And then you have secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Yeah, I kind of have a feeling this is a friend, that is the secret admirer. And a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. It's funny because it's right above the sun, right? So how they align, it's really interesting. It's just really, it's gonna come soon, I think, into play, into existence. I'm just looking at the numbers there. If you sum them all up, it comes to 6. Number of love. Okay, let's see what the messages from the cards are. Hierophant, spiritual just practice, So when this card appears, it reminds me to be committed to a spiritual practice to ensure a conscious contact to my higher power. When I have a daily practice of prayer and meditation, steeped in gratitude and committed to being a co-creator, life works out in wondrous way. Rituals are in my highest good at this moment. Exchanging vows is also highlighted. So, yeah, I think for some of you it's gonna happen, it's like something on its way. And then you have 9 of water. Dreams come true, wishes fulfilled, completion, enjoyment, contentment, achievement of desires. It is right to say no to what isn't right for me, and now is my time to experience wishes fulfilled. The sweet harvest, what came about from seeds I planted. I drink in the aroma of successful endeavor. take pride in my hard work and achievement, and savor the satisfaction of a job well done. I deserve to pause and acknowledge all I co-created, and I do it joyfully. Nice. It's a really nice card. Go with the flow. It's also nice, like it's changing fast, but because you have the earth element, it's not unstable in its change, unpredictable. That's also what I see here. There's not going to be a curveball coming your way or anything like that. It's sun, abundance. At this time, everything is possible and everything I need to know is illuminated. Projects come to fruition, relationships flourish, and my growth is assured. This is a time of plenty. It's important that I share this abundance with others. I am deeply grateful. Well, that's pretty cool. Like the sun makes everything nicer, really, always has. So it's a good reading. All right, let's see what the postcards from the universe say to you. Dear you, the simple yet powerful law of cause and effect means everything is in relationship. Every action on earth has a consequence, and even in the spirit world, there is a consequence for every action taken on your behalf. Right now, you're facing conditions that were set in motion by past decisions. Consequences are coming into being in your favor. They will remind you that making good choices and listening to your intuition pay off. If some things are a little off and uncertain, know that whatever you're facing, you can step beyond it just by using your imagination and acting on that instead of reacting to what is being presented. Everything you think and do has far-reaching reverberations in the web of life. Move to higher ground and have faith that what goes around comes around. The universe is always self-correcting anyway. Isn't that amazing? How we adore you. So there you go. I mean, that's a pretty good reading. And it's, don't use your emotions to propel yourself forward. It's always the best way. And in that way, instead of succumbing to them, you actually get to have a positive result out of all that emotional stuff, right? There you go. So this is the end of the reading for today, the winter solstice. And we're celebrating the shortest day of the year. Yoo-hoo! Today was horrible here. The weather really was terrible. I can tell you that looking at the nice screen with a beautiful place is much better than what was outside over here where I live. But I'm still grateful. I mean, I like the smells. It's really nice. There's lots of good stuff with the rain. Just, it's good for soups, Oh, silliness. But anyway, I'll let you go. If you liked what you see, again, you can find us live on Twitch, DLive, YouTube. Come and check us out. Soulmate Healing, same name. That's my main channel. On Odyssey, I have different channels for different topics. But I do tend to share ASMR on all of them because I think everybody needs some relaxation, and I like the ambience more than anything else. So hope you like it. Give it the thumbs up or the flames depending on where you are. Share, repost, do whatever you can to get the word out so we can get more people on and have some fun and lively conversations and create a community, because that's the bottom line of having live streams, creating a community.